Hello guys, welcome back to a new live stream. It's been a long time, guys, for real. So today I am doing first a life update because it's been a while. It's been a long time since I've done a video, like over a month ago. I don't even know. It's been long. It's been a while. Yeah, it's about like, oh wait, it says, yeah, weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So it's been like it's been like oh, it's been a while. It's been like a month. I'm looking at the time that I last did the live stream, but yeah, it's been like a while. So a lot happened since I did that live stream about the Bible, like talking about the Bible stuff, Ecclesiastes and all that stuff. So yeah, first is life update. Honestly, it's been like, honestly, I don't even know where to start. First thing is that I don't think you guys know this. I don't think I told you guys this, but I actually graduated from studying as a medical assistant. I think I graduated like a month ago, or not even a month ago. Like it was like July 20, like the end of July 27th, somewhere around there. I started April, like the end of April, like the 25th, I think. That I started school. It was like a 3.5 month course. It's like 3 sections of the course, but it was a 3.5 course, 3.5 month program. Sorry. It was a lot. It was a lot to study. It was a lot to learn. It was good, but yeah, it was definitely worth it. And I actually went faster than I thought. Honestly, I was like, this is gonna take forever, like to finish. Like, no, it went super fast. But yeah, I had a lot to learn. It was a lot to study and all that stuff. But yeah, I graduated from that. Now I'm like to study for my national exams. Because supposedly, like you get your state exams and like you pass those for state, and then nationals like for, I guess, for the world or for like the United States or whatever. But that's like the main thing. I didn't tell you guys that. That's why I've been busy for like that last 3.5, 4 months possibly, because of that, because of studying, because of school. So I graduated, all that stuff. I don't have classes anymore. I stopped going to. I mean, I didn't stop. I graduated. I finished all the classes like a month ago, like back in July 27th, like the end of the July, whatever. So that was what, like a month and a half ago, because this is 2nd of September. So I'm not too sure, to be honest. I have no idea. That actually, it was like a month and a half ago, to be honest. But yeah, but the thing is that, so I graduated, but the 2 weeks after that, I got COVID, and I'm like, oh my goodness, and I have never gotten COVID. Like when it came out 2020, I never got it. Like I never got it until like now, and this is the first time I ever got it, and I felt horrible. I was, oh my god, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest, because it felt horrible. Um, how I got it is I ate someone else's food who had COVID, and I thought it was my food because they were like, your food is on the table, whatever. And I thought the food that was on the table, that was on there, it was mine. It was actually the person's eating it, and I actually ate it. So like, yeah, I don't know, something like that. So I accidentally ate someone else's food, and that person had COVID, and it was a relative. But it's a relative. But I that was the first time I ever got it. To be honest, the first time ever that I got COVID, and I felt horrible. Not even a day after I ate the food, like I felt horrible. It was like the night of, to be honest. Like it was I think it was the afternoon when I ate it, and like at night I felt horrible. I felt like I had the flu. But I actually, it was weird because like back in April or May I got the flu. I'm like, why do I have the flu again? But it wasn't the flu. It was COVID, which I didn't know, which is weird. But yeah, I had like flu like symptoms, and I started vomiting on it. So it was gross, but like it was horrible. It was really bad, really bad. I ended up in the hospital for 4 days. That was like, I want to say 3 weeks ago. So yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot. And actually, I couldn't get visitors. I was all alone. People had to send me stuff to the hospital lobby and like whatever, and send it to my room, my bedroom, the hospital room. Sorry. And it was horrible. It was really, really bad. I don't know. I didn't want to be there. I was like, I just want to go home. But I was all alone. Yeah, it was horrible. I don't want to go through that ever again, to be honest. It was bad. It was so bad. Yeah, I felt so weak. I had fever. I had so much, I don't know. It was bad. It was really, really bad. So yeah, those are some life updates, I guess, that I've been that's happening to me. But yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna go over what I wanted to talk about, the topic of the video, which is the robots, the military robots killing 29 people, 29 scientists. Sorry. But before that, actually, I wanted to ask you guys if you guys could subscribe to my main channel and my backup channel. Main channel is Wake Up Call. Our second channel is Wake Up Call 2.0. Again, if you guys could subscribe there, it'd be awesome. But yeah, let's get started with this. So I found this video. I don't know who this from. I don't know who this person is, but I found this video of him talking about it, and I'm like, dude, I agree with you, like, for sure. So let's just get started with this.
And I was like blown away. So I did a little research. 29 people were killed by military robots. I'm sorry, what? So this woman who's basically I want to make sure I got her information right. She's a big whistleblower. And what she has done, Linda Moulton Howe, and she gives this hour-and-a-half speech that was published in September, which is pretty fantastic. I'll put the link to her entire article below because it's an hour-and-a-half long. But I want to play you some excerpts from it. So what happened is, and I'm going to hear her say it too, at this lab in Japan, they've been developing AIs, artificial intelligence, to use for the military. 4 of them went nuts and killed a bunch of people. I'm sorry, what? There's no way that happened. Well, yes, it did.
I received a phone call from a whistleblower in the intel world I've known for about a year and a half. He is an honorably discharged Marine, but he continues to work on contracts with the CIA, NSA, DIA agencies.
Good people.
I always keep notebooks all over my office, in my house, in the car, everywhere, so I can write down when I have a phone call that I can't record or
so I'm not remember, she's quoting this. This is her quoting this from another person. So she's quoting from another person.
My studio to record. And so I wrote down this almost word for word. He told me, quote, at a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it.
And I've never heard of this before, to be honest. This is the first time ever that I've heard of robots killing humans, ever. So, like, which is insane. And I'm talking about this because, first of all, I'm going over this because people say that this is fake. This is not fake. This is absolutely real. There's countries that have technology like this, like Japan, for example, who have technology to have military robots to be trained, right? They have the technology. They have a technology beyond our years, right? So like, there's like people like AI is like not that dangerous. Like, you know, this video is fake. Like, there's like I got 3,000 views on that video, on that YouTube short, which is whatever. I don't care. Whatever, views are not that important. Whatever. I appreciate it. Sorry, I appreciate it. I appreciate the views and subscribing and all that stuff, but I don't think it's everything, you know. It's not that counts. It's not everything, you know. So I appreciate that it was 3,000 views, and like I got like subscribers till like 365. I'm not sure. Appreciate that, but I don't really that's not that matters, right? So people in the comments were like, you know, this is fake. Like AI, artificial intelligence is not that dangerous. All that stuff, like. Yeah, no, it is. Like, if Elon Musk is telling you, Elon Musk was a sellout, he is telling you that it is dangerous, far more dangerous than nukes, far more dangerous than nuclear bombs. What do you think? He's not dumb. Like, I know, yeah, he's a sellout, but he's not dumb. So if he's telling you that, that means it's true. So people in the comments are like, you know, AI is not that dangerous. Like, AI will probably be dangerous, but it's gonna be on our years, like when we're dead or whatever. I'm like, you're dumb. Like, honestly, I'm sorry to say that, but you're dumb. Like, AI is dangerous, especially if you have robots with AI technology. So if Elon Musk is telling you that, like, it's he's telling you the truth. Like, even though, although he's a hypocrite, because he say AI technology is dangerous, far more dangerous than nukes, but yet he has a Tesla robot, and the Tesla cars have AI in it. So he's being a hypocrite. He's telling you the truth, but he's still using AI. He still has AI on the cars, on, you know, all that stuff. But whatever, you know. But it's still, people choose to say, you know, this is fake, you know, blah blah blah. No, I believe this is real, for sure. Like, yeah.
It by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind. The scariest part is that lab workers
Well, to be clear, there's rubber bullets, which they use in riot situations. So clearly they're already testing these robots, not only to just go out and kill, but to shoot rubber bullets in a riot situation or a protest. That's always, the protesters got violent. We're going to just, so we don't want to put these cops in harm's way, we're going to put AI robots who also are shooting good old-fashioned regular bullets.
All right, I have actually talking about that. What you just said right there. I have some notes in my phone here, on my notes app. Where was it? Oh, right here. So, oh yeah, predictive programming, the good old predictive programming, where you have movies like WALL-E, iRobot, Terminator, right? Exactly, because they're brainwashing you to accept the robots, to accept AI technology. Why do you think we have Google Home on our homes, Alexa, Siri, right? Am I right or not? Right? Hello, like, oh my goodness, right? Like, it's predictive programming. Like, I already covered this. AI, not AI, sorry. Well, I did. AI, whatever. iRobot, WALL-E, Terminator, right? The Abby Buck, like, stupid, crazy like that. Oh my goodness. Like, why do we have such a need for technology, right? It's insane. Predictive programming, the good old predictive programming, right? To brainwash us to accept the mark of the beast, to accept us, to have us accept the robots, right? AI technology, to have these Tesla cars, right, rolling on the steering wheel. Like, I don't know, whatever. Like, it's just whatever. Second thing, I guess. Why do you have, and then think about it, because I'm not, like, maybe I might look like a nutcase, or like a conspiracy theorist, quote unquote, right? But really think about this, right? Why do you have people killing each other off on the war? Like humans, sorry. Why don't you have, because since they have the technology, right? They have the technology. Why don't they have robots killing each other off? Killing robot against robot. Why don't you have them instead of like dividing people and having them go to war? Why do you think that? I mean, why? I'm just asking. Why do you have still humans going to war? Back then it was selective drafts, right? And back like the 1800s, I don't even know, like early 1900s, right? You had a selective draft. You had to go either way, like whether you liked it or not. Now you don't have that anymore. It's your choice, but still, okay. And also, look at Ukraine and Russia. There's politicians, there's Illuminati puppets who divide, deceive, lie, right? People like Vladimir Putin, Vladimir Zelensky, who played the piano with his, his pee-pee, right? Discussing people like that. Why do you think there's people like that? Politicians who brainwash you, to deceive you, and they lie to you and brainwash you to think that the other person, the neighbor, hates you, or that they want to kill you off, or something like that. Why do you have politicians like Biden, not just Biden, obviously Trump too, who's like blaming the other guy, Russia, like, oh, Russia, blame Russia for the inflation, right? Okay. Right? It's like Nazi, okay, I can't even say that on YouTube right now, sorry. That group of people who just like them who blame the Jews. Like, oh yeah, blame the Jews because of this or that. I can't even say that because it's YouTube, but whatever. Right? It's like that all over again. Blame the other guy. Blame Russia. Blame Ukraine. All that stuff. It's insane. Insane. So why do you have people going to war? For example, deceiving people and like saying that the other guy hates you, the other country hates you, or deceiving people to hate the other person, to hate the next country over, like Russians versus Ukrainians and going to war and like all that stuff. Why do you have them? Why do you have riots? Because it's a depopulation agenda. That's why we have puppets like Vladimir Zelensky, like Vladimir Putin, or Biden, or Trump, right? Just think about it for a second. Why do you think that? Because of that depopulation agenda. They want to have people killing each other off and taking each other off because it's divide and conquer. It's, at the end of the day, it's divide and conquer. So, going back to this, why do you have robots killing each other off? You don't have an answer, right? Because the government doesn't want to. It's just trained robots for their own protection, for their own security, and might possibly, maybe in 10 years, have them go to war, but not killing their own selves, not killing their own kind, but killing humans. I mean, I might sound like a nutcase right now, but it's true. I mean, am I right or am I right? Like, just a jump to say, you know, I might sound like a nutcase right now or like a freaking conspiracy theorist, but dude, it's not that far-fetched, right?
I received a phone call from a whistleblower.
All right, sorry.
In the intel world, I've known for about a year and a half.
I don't know how to.
He is an honorably discharged Marine, but he continues.
I don't know how to fast forward on this thing because I'm using Keynote, so I'll just mute that and talk a little bit. We'll get right back into it. But this is her telling the quote from this guy about
Can write
robots.
down when I have a phone call that I can't record or I'm not in my studio to record. And so I wrote down this almost word for word. He told me, quote, at a top robotics company in Japan this week, 4 robots being developed for military applications killed 29 humans in the lab. And they did it by shooting what he called metal bullets. I didn't know there was any other kind.
Right.
The scariest part is that lab workers deactivated 2 of the robots, took apart the 3rd. But the 4th robot began restoring itself and somehow connected to an orbiting satellite to download information about how to rebuild itself even more strongly than before. And this next sentence, this is a quote. I'm writing this down. I've been doing this for years. This is serious shit, Linda.
Yeah.
But you're never going to hear about this in the news. The robotics company
Sorry for the cussing, but yeah.
has too much to lose, and governments want IA robot soldiers.
Yep.
Close quote.
Yep. I don't even have to say it again, but yep. Why do you think that? Why do you think that? Yep. I'm not gonna say anything because, like, you know, mind blown. Yeah.
So this video was posted in September. Apparently it happened last summer in August of 2017.
2017, guys. And this is not even covered in the mainstream media. This is not put in the mainstream media. Why do you think that? Because it's mainstream media. They're covering it up, but they don't want you to know. Because if you know, then it's panic, right? Everyone panicking. Like, oh no, what are we gonna do? Whoa, like, right? But they're still fear-mongering you. In other ways. Like Ukraine and Russia, whatever. In nukes, whatever. Anyway.
Did you hear anything about this? I did not. I Googled 29 people killed by robots. I found one little link to an interview she did. Yeah. And then everything else
is nowhere in the news. This is 2022. This was released 2017. That was 5 years ago. Have we heard about this? I never heard about this. Ever. This is the first time I'm hearing about this. Like, ever. So, like, no one is talking about it. But, yeah, it's fake. Okay. Right.
Also, just like, a robot's going to take your jobs?
They are. Yeah, for real. They already are. I mean, I already showed you the video of freaking robots being waiters, right? In a pizza place.
Automation is good for America. It's like Roger and Me documentary where they show the robot building the car and it's like, me and my buddy, the robots are our friends, except when they murder you. Boom, boom, boom,
exactly.
Boom. So I tried to find an article that talks more about it. I couldn't find any articles that specifically talked about this. So I found some articles that were just talking about the use and application of militarized robots. And
just for a second, watch this. I have this separate video. Watch this. Look at this robot and tell me that they can't hold a gun. They can. Watch this.
Hi there, how are you?
I'm doing good. And yourself?
Guys, she has hands. If you give her a gun, she'll shoot you. Alright? So don't tell me that, oh, it's fake, this and that. No, it's real. Give her a gun, boom, you're dead.
I'm doing well too. What's your name?
Ricky, what's yours?
Ricky. Nice to meet you. I'm Annika.
Hi.
Where are you from?
Los Angeles.
Very cool. I've heard it's warm there.
Yes.
Watch it till the end. Just watch it till the end.
Where are you from?
I'm from the United Kingdom. We traveled quite a distance to be here today. As have you.
Can we take a selfie?
Absolutely.
Smile.
Cheese.
Cheese? Are you serious right now? Oh my goodness. Watch what you put on.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
So nice talking to you, Ricky. Keep well.
Thank you. You too.
She has hands. She can hold the gun.
Enjoy your day.
Her fingers are moving. Watch. iRobot in real life. Right there. Boom. Exactly. She looks like a freaking iRobot robot. She does. I said that before.
Hello.
Right? Am I right or am I right, dude? Or guys, sorry. Keep saying dude.
And the issue here, she goes into this interview, but I'm going to show you some articles here in a second, is there's no human oversight. And she even says it later, like, there's robots patrolling the North and South Korean border.
And I believe that. I mean, yeah, it's not that far-fetched.
So these robots are just making decisions on when to use lethal force with no human oversight. That's not a problem. That won't get bad. I mean, it's
Right,
fine.
no, it won't get bad, right? Right.
Terminator movies are just science fiction.
Just Google home, all that stuff. Like, it's not harmless. Yeah, it's harmless. Harmless fun. Yeah,
Unless you're one of the 29 people that just got fucking greased in Japan.
Sorry for that language. I mean, you have drones that have, like, technology that can freaking throw a bullet, right? It can shoot a bullet. It's not that far-fetched, right?
Over the weekend, experts on military artificial intelligence from more than 80 world governments converged on the UN offices in Geneva. This is a different article. It's from April, so this is when this is talking about. Started this week's talks on autonomous weapon systems. Many of them fear that after gunpowder and nuclear weapons, we are now on the brink of a third revolution in warfare, heralded by killer robots. Again, has anyone seen the Terminator movies?
Yep.
The fully autonomous weapons that could decide who to target and kill without human input, with autonomous technology already in development in several countries. Weird, this article has no mention of the murder in Japan. I guess the journalist probably just ran out of room. I'm sure he's aware of it. He just was going to tell the follow-up story, right? With autonomous technology already in development in several countries, the talks mark a crucial point for governments and activists who believe the UN should play a key role in regulating the technology. Oh, there's that evil, hippie, liberal word, regulation. Deregulate, it's better. It's better for the economy if robots can just kill willy-nilly.
There's another word, policies.
Great. Let's just turn some loose, maybe on some militia people, or turn them loose at a Klan rally or something. I don't know. I'm just throwing out different ways we could use these robots. In January 2017, the U.S. Department of Defense released a video showing an autonomous drone swarm of 103 individual robots successfully flying over California. Anyone think big picture? Where could this go wrong? Anyone in the room asking questions like, wait a minute? Anyone? Nobody was in control of the drones. Their flight paths were choreographed in real time by an advanced algorithm. The drones are a collective organism sharing one distributed brain for decision making and adapting to each other like swarms in nature. Well, they're going to murder your family. Good luck.
Yep.
The drones in the video were not weaponized, but the technology to do so is rapidly evolving. Bullshit evolving. They've got it. They're doing it. They're just waiting to release it. Unless one of them just gets out of that thing in Japan. You heard what she said.
I mean, back then, they were training them, right, to shoot. Now they're probably already trained. They already have them just, like, waiting to come out, right? They're ready to come out. You just have them,
They disabled two. The third one they took apart. A fourth one fixed itself, talked to satellites, and then...
download information, talk to a satellite, whatever, and freaking reinstall itself.
Don't worry, guys. This won't get bad. The U.S. This April also marks 5 years since the launch of the international campaign to stop killer robots, good title, which called for urgent action to preemptively ban the lethal robot weapons that would be able to select and attack targets without any human intervention. Right now, they're talking we should have like a drone. While drones are awful, a human being has to push the button.
Yeah.
The drone isn't just making its own decision.
Right.
Drones are awful, and that human being and the orders they're given, that's a whole thing we've talked about on the show numerous times. It's not a good thing. But we want to take that bad system and make it worse? Well, we won't program it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. I mean, At least you have the drone where you manually just push some buttons, right? And you when you want to lower the drone, you lower the drone with like the either the iPad or the button, whatever, like whatever. And then like if you want to put it higher or lower, like at least you can control that. Robots, you can't really control them because like where's the buttons? Like where's the the red button where you destroy it, self-destruct or whatever? You don't have that.
The drones. One of them was fixed itself because it probably has a thing in there. Well, if it gets shot on the battlefield, it should fix itself and just keep fighting and keep killing people in Japan. What?
Yeah.
The 2013 launch letter signed by Nobel Peace Laureate and the directors of several non-governmental organizations noted that they could be deployed within the next 20 years and would give machines the power to decide who lives and dies in the battlefield. The U.S. refuses to put its weight behind the campaign to stop killer robots, which wants similar assurances of meaningful human control to be codified into international humanitarian law. Oh God, just corporate speak makes my head numb up and my eye.
Humanitarian, oh my gosh. That word is like a lot of billionaires say that word.
Eyes just glaze into
Humanitarian rights or whatever.
sand. Ugh, we don't want to do anything. We don't want to regulate these because then if they're regulated, then we can't let them run loose. Gee, I wonder if any other countries are developing this technology. No, we'll get into that in a sec. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. DoD spokesperson told Time the United States has actively supported continuing substantive discussions at the UN on the potential challenges and benefits. Yeah, a bunch of people were murdered. There's a challenge. It's already happened. And benefits under the laws of war. That's just ongoing talks. We'll stall the UN while meanwhile in some lab when we're going to fly them over California and next time we're going to weaponize them and let them fly and then they'll just go nuts and start blowing people up. How many people have been killed by these things and they've covered it up?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there's probably like numerous cases where like they got blown up. They got blown off. Like they were shot. Like they were and then obviously killed probably or injured at least. Right. But the government covered it, right? Why do you think it's not mainstream media? Because panic. They don't want to cause panic.
Japan is the one whistle, but that's the thing. Whenever there's one whistleblower, you know it's happening a bunch of other places and nobody's talking about it. It was covered up. I doubt Japan is the first and only time that's happened. That's my guess.
Yeah, I mean, there's probably technology. I mean, obviously here in the United States, Russia, Korea, Japan, China, where else? I mean, Europe, England, or what's it called? United Kingdom, not UK.
Yes. Just based on how filthy, evil corporations and cover-ups and greasy, power-hungry military psychopaths operate. I hope those words weren't too harsh. Russia is also reluctant to support regulation, arguing similarly to the U.S. that international humanitarian law is sufficient as it stands. Do you think if these AIs become sentient and start making their own decisions, they can't turn on the United States military or China or Russia or whatever?
It's gonna become ugly. It's gonna get ugly really fast. If this is actually released, it's going to get ugly really fast.
There's a strategic factor in this, says Dr. Elke Schwartz, a member of the International Committee for Robot Arms Control. It's clear that the U.S., Russia, and China are vying for pole position in the development of sophisticated artificial intelligence. Well, let's find out what Elon Musk thinks. He's really big in the AI world.
It's insane.
Are robots going to take our jobs?
And again, I mean, this guy said AI is far more dangerous than nukes. This guy, you don't need a genius to tell you that. You don't need a genius to tell you, yes, AI is going to take over your jobs. You're already seeing it with robots being waiters in a pizza place. It's already happening. Next thing you know, your robots are killing people in the streets. And probably the government's probably going to use robots for martial law. Who knows where this is going to go? Head down to. We don't know, but it's possible that they're going to use robots for martial law. NWO, that, yeah.
Everybody's jobs in the future, or how much do you see artificial intelligence coming into the workplace?
Well, first of all, I think on the artificial...
Yeah, again, you don't need a genius or a billionaire to tell you this. Like, they're going to take over a job, and they're going to come after you. I mean, you're going to come after you and your job. And I bet, what I mean by you is, like, trying to kill you, like, if you don't be careful.
Intelligence front.
And because they're going to introduce more and more stuff so you can be brainwashed these types of things, right? Like the robot dog or like these innocent harmless things, but then later on it's gonna be like more and more dangerous. Like, I don't know, it's just it's crazy.
You know, I have exposure to the very most cutting edge AI.
I mean, if you go to the trailer, or not trailer, yeah, I guess trailer preview of Detroit Becoming Human. Actually, I might go there. Go to that preview. It's not that far off, dude. It's not that far off. This can become reality if we let it, right? Sorry, I can't type. Videos. It's not that far off. It's not that far-fetched. Oh, so 1 second. This one. Whatever. Hold on 1 second. What's going on? See, like.
So I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I am stoked. I mean, I can't wait to see how this game.
I'm not gonna go through all of this. I'm just gonna skip this. So that's a robot right there, and he can think for himself. Oh, that V sign, that peace sign. That's a robot right there, right here. And then I think this is a human. I don't know, but it's not that far off.
Negotiator on site.
Oh, well, I'm controlling him in the game. All right, others stepping up.
It's not that far off, guys. It really isn't that far off.
And I think people should be really concerned about it. I keep saying.
Yeah, you don't need genius to tell you this. You don't need it because they're coming after their jobs, and I mean they already are, but like even more, you know.
Long bell, but until people see like robots going down the street killing people, like they don't know how to react, because it seems so ethereal. I think we should be really concerned about AI. AI is a rare case where I think we need to be proactive in regulation instead of reactive, because I think by the time we're reactive in AI regulation, it's too late.
Too late.
AI is a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization, in a way that car accidents, airplane crashes, faulty drugs, or bad food were not. They were harmful to a set of individuals within society, of course, but they were not harmful.
Anyway, that's all I'm gonna show you guys. Honestly, it's crazy. It is. It's like it's like we're living in the Twilight Zone. It's like we're living in a freaking alternate universe. So like, I don't know, man. Like it's like we're living in a video game, or we're about to live in a video game, or whatever. I'm not saying we're living in a simulation. Some people say that we live in a simulation. We're not living in a simulation. That's crap. That's not true. That we live in a simulation stuff. It's not true. But it's gonna seem like we live in a simulation. Sorry, it's gonna seem like we live in a video game or a movie or I don't know, in a Twilight Zone or something. Cause that's what it feels like. It feels like we're either in it or we're about to because of the freaking robots. I don't know. This is crazy. It really is crazy. Again, think about what I said with the robots and humans. Like people like hating each other and like. Politicians like brainwashing them and dividing them and like to hate each other and like going after each other and killing each other off. Like, why do you think that? Because of depopulation. Again, divide and conquer. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. That's all pretty much I gotta say for that. Again, subscribe to my backup channel, main channel, all that stuff, all that good stuff. Sorry. And yeah. Hope you guys enjoy this video, this next stream, all that stuff. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh, also, one more thing. I made it a new intro. I don't know if you guys like it. Let me know in the comments if you can like it or not. So after that, I'm done. So see you guys next time.